Welcome everybody to the two-man power trip, the black man starting the nerd lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
And we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. Happy Black History Month continuing.
That's right, we still extra blickety black up in this piece.
Blickety black, blickety black, blickety black. Yep. All right, let's dip into that first segment of Vibe, guys. How was your weekend?
Damn, how was my weekend? That's a good question. Okay. Okay, here we go.
There you go.
This is part of the story I had to tell you, right?
Yeah.
So, Saturday was chill. I did whatever. Mm-hmm. On Sunday, I was chilling. I was online. I was playing Among Us, so forth and so on. Mm-hmm. So, on Sunday, I decided to take one of the edibles for my birthday. It wasn't the blue vial.
Oh! All right, go ahead.
And then, listen, so say I took that around 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I was playing Among Us. By 10 o'clock, that shit hit. And everything you felt on my birthday, I felt then.
Shout outs to my boy Dev who it. He gave me that the night of me and King's anniversary. I met him up on the train. He passed that.
Dev, that shit, whatever was that shit.
Oh, I saved that. I saved that, and I was like, because he was on the train and he was going with that shit. So I was like, he asked me if I like that shit. I was like, I'll take that. You never know. And I was like, I'm gonna hold that. And then I was like, your birthday coming up. I'm gonna get something for this nigga.
So like I said, 10 o'clock, I felt it.
Shit.
11 o'clock, I was everything that you said. That's how I felt.
There we go.
And I was saying, like, so this is how Nick felt. I was like, oh, shit.
Someone was finally in the clouds. Let's go.
Son, I was up there. I was tweaking. Yo.
That's great.
Yo, son, it was wild. Like I said, I didn't come down from that until like 4 in the morning.
So, how many was in there?
It was 2.
So
I took one. I took one.
Oh no! I gotta hit him up and find out where he got. I know he gave me like the information of where he got those from. I'm gonna have to send you the link
because that shit hit more than the fucking snow did. I was like, what the
crazy? Nah, I gotta hit him up. I got to hit him up. That is hilarious.
I'm like, this little cute shit do shit. I was the meme. I was the meme.
Oh my god, you activated it.
I was the meme.
Yo, you did it, bro. You sat there. You was like, these shits. Yo, these edibles ain't.
I did that. I took. Like I said, it was only 2 in the vial. I took one. I'm playing Among Us. Okay, I ain't feeling shit. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Them pills was among you.
2 hours later. Oh shit!
Woo! That's hilarious.
My wrist was shaking. This shit was wild.
Oh my! That shit was potent.
Yeah, this shit. I was like, so this is. I felt the joint does. I was like, so this was Nick was feeling.
Oh, I was smart to send that shit off to you then, because
that other one is right in the joint. This gonna stay there for the time being.
Oh yeah, man. I was thinking for a second if time had allotted and we was chilling. It was gonna be me. Can you take that shit? I was like, yo, if the way how Stone hit me, that shit was gonna hit sky high.
Listen, if we would have took that the day of my birthday, we wouldn't.
Honestly, I was planning that, but I was like, nah. The way how I'm feeling and stuck in this bed right now, I take anything else.
Between that, you was already gone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Adding that to you, it'd have been a wrap.
Oh, I wouldn't have come down till the following week.
Me, I'm like, I'd have been right there with you, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we'd have been in that hotel room the whole weekend.
We would have been stuck in that Zod dimension.
We'd have had no food run on Sunday at all.
We would have been late leaving the hotel. We would have been stuck still in the bed. They'd be coming in to clean up and be like, y'all ain't left yet? We can't move.
But that shit hit.
That is hilarious. That's a surprise story to hear. I gotta take that information right back to them because that shit is hilarious. He was, I'm telling you, when I saw him, because we had just finished the movie and we saw him about like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, and homie was extra smiley and just in the clouds.
Well, now I know why.
Yeah, now I know why. Damn, that shit was potent.
Woo.
All right, heard that shit. I'm gonna send you the link for that. All right, that's great news to hear for your weekend that you took a trip one way or another.
Shit, man. I wasn't expecting that kind of trip when I was.
That is hilarious. Okay, cool. Shit, my weekend adventure was just chilling, but that was A1 grand money right there. Oh, and beside all that, the random occurrence about the last thing that happened last week after we finished with the podcast, and I woke up the next morning to see that for once in a blue moon, my job decided to close. I was like, we've been open during blizzards, sandstorms, and everything. But they decided to close early because they heard of a little bit of ice that was coming down, which didn't even start getting, like, really cold and frozen over until, like, the following day. So I was just shocked in general getting that text message by the time I woke up. I woke up at 6:30, and I was like, and I saw everything in the group chats. They was like, yeah, respond back because they said everything is closed. I was like, oh, shit. All right, you don't got to tell me twice.
Oh yeah, and besides that, for some strange reason, I heard the X-Men animated series theme, and I have no idea why.
Wait. On that Sunday?
On that Sunday, and I have no idea why. No idea why.
Oh my god, them edibles was definitely among you.
Yo, they
among us, they was among you. Shit. Oh, that is rich.
Because I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's gonna... damn, son, that X-Men episode gonna hit when we review that shit.
Yo, so now mind you, doing all this, I'm over here watching Attack on Titan. So,
oh no, oh lordy.
So as this is going on, yes, I'm watching Attack on Titan.
Oh lordy, you see a nigga get all that shit? No,
I was like, oh shit, oh, there it got it.
Oh my god.
Yo, Sunday into Monday was quite an experience, yo.
Bro, Monday wasn't even a day off.
Listen, Monday, yo.
Nigga had carryover cooking. And said he came into work, said press it. Nigga, nobody asked.
Listen, man, on Monday I missed meetings because my phone, I realized on Friday I was doing something on another device. And when I do that, it messes with my calendar on my phone.
Yeah.
So that shit wasn't working. I hit shit. I get no notification.
Listen here. The plot twist was, I thought the necklace thing that I gave you was your birthday present. Low key and behold, I didn't know I had a whole trip planned for your ass later. Jeez. Yo, that's hilarious. That is continued hilarious.
Yep.
All right, but stepping into the work week.
Wait, I still got one left for you.
Stepping into the work week. Just beside all that, everything was chill for the most part until like yesterday. There was a random power outage that knocked the computer system and everything that we had down for about 2 hours. So we was using manual paper, and that shit was a mess for a minute because we had to let the inpatient and Rudes, patients coming through that our system was down and they was having none of it and none hear it. I'm like, bro, what are we supposed to do about it? If we don't write you this paper so you could go see your appointments, y'all ain't go see shit because all the systems is down. I don't know what y'all want. Like that's all we gonna tell you. You just give us the information and we gonna let you rock. It was
we
a
can't put that in right now.
That's what I'm saying. But that shit was a messy catastrophe. And then there was something in the air today. Yeah, once again, I thought everything was going to be chilling till that Thursday hit, and then everybody started bugging out. There was this one lady who said she brought her kids down from New Jersey, yada yada yada, and she was raising all types of hell, even though she put the appointment on the wrong date and everything. She was raising all types of hell because she was like, "This is the only day my kids can do this," and yada yada yada, and they need to get full physicals and get everything signed and X, Y, and Z. But she put it for the wrong day, and she almost threw hands with the receptionist. And the wild part about it, my supervisor got called to send out into the front lines to go calm down the lady. I'm like, bro, why are you sending? We are always in the front line in every situation. Even when we're in our own office trying to avoid shit, they still send us out, even though other people are supposed to handle this. It was like, yeah, go out and save reception. I was like, what?
Go out and save reception.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
Reception said, somebody save.
Sheesh, we ain't superhero capes and everything, but my supervisor still took on the assignment, calmed down the lady, had everything fixed up, and then had her get help for her kids to get seen, and everything was all good. Everything was mad calm. I went to lunch, I came back, everything was mad calm. Then for some reason, a security guard went to go over and mess with her, and then she started raising hell again. I was like, bro, what the hell happened? My supervisor spent like an hour calming this lady down, and then she went and raised hell, and then they was calling the police and everything.
She was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yo, listen, for some reason the security guard, I didn't see what was happening, so I had to get a telltale by one of my coworkers who said he saw the security guard for some reason snatch her phone. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Yo, even when we not involved into the fire, then we get thrown into the fire, then we calm down the fire, then it's gone over into another situation where somebody else causes another fire. Like, what? If that's not a definition of the job,
can't win.
No. Never with the bullshit. Never with the literal bullshit. But that's the messiness of the work week, as always. Being put in the fire, getting complained about, everything getting yelled at, and X, Y, and Z.
So for me, Monday was somewhat of a blur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder why. Dev sponsored.
Oh man, Tuesday was chill. I didn't really do too much.
Yeah, you was finally coming down. Yeah,
same for yesterday. It was pretty quiet. And today it was all normal stuff. It's basically me doing all of my normal activities. Nothing.
As long as shit wasn't in the air to catch you on your end, because my supervisor went to go pick up food and people were still yelling and getting crazy. So I was wondering if it was affecting everybody in the air today. Hopefully, thankfully, they wasn't affecting you.
No, it was just general stuff, projects, and all this other good stuff, but nothing out of the ordinary, nothing crazy.
Okay.
Nothing where I had to go, what the fuck?
Good. Good. At least whatever was in the air around here didn't travel all the way to y'all.
Knock on wood, though.
Exactly, because Friday can bring weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Even though it is a half day, but still.
Yeah, but you don't want to get full fucked up on your half day.
Right, exactly. Like, no, what you mean shit broke? Fuck.
Exactly.
No.
Right. All right, so that completes Vibe, guys, and we going to send out to the pod shout-outs now. We're going to let people know what's up. So, respect to these people that we about to shout out. Top of the morning, we got my girlfriend, the Captain Kenya. Shout-outs. Valentine's Day weekend coming up. Black Ramen Podcast. All the smoke out of Crunchyroll Awards that we going to speak on a little bit of that.
Oh, boy.
Sentai Fountain of Knowledge, Peter, respect. Jabba Podcast, respect. Just had 200. They just reached 200 from before. So
congrats on the 200.
Big congrats on them. Sazone Talk, Your Sports Show, big respect. True Hill Heat, 2.5 Bros, Great Space, Eli, respect. Getting back on that content finally. Yeah, big shout outs to the homie. It's Relational, Kima, always showing us respect. Keeping the 9,000 with all their interviews and building up the Chicago Connect. I see y'all out there. Spicy Ramen Podcast, Fat Man DKC, FTO Wire, Shonen Tape Podcast, always out here with these episodes. RX Superstar Junie, Bad Guy Jack, the unpopular review, always coming through. We dropping more episodes too, son. Nerding Out with Chelsea, fantastic Frankie, who's doing a wonderful informational on Black comic history this month. It's just
she is
banger after banger. That's why I keep sharing it on our page. It's really good. Nido Cafe in Chicago, created by Miss Taylor Tillman, out here with that nice Kakaguri cosplay, fire out there. The Weeb and the Witch and Savage Squad, special supporter shout outs to Chef Q, Will Janae, Kareem, Spirit, Josh, Ryan Lord 69, Katie, Nate, and Andre. Your shout outs?
Shout outs, as always, to everyone that's been rocking with us. The list gets bigger, so I appreciate that.
Yep. It's going to continue growing. And we see the connection. We love y'all out there.
Appreciate y'all.
Big facts. All right, so moving on past the shout out section, we going into Off the Cuff. This week for Off the Cuff, I just had a kind of random thought assortment here. So for the Off the Cuff on my mind this week, I was saying name one dope black character in anime that comes to mind, and also explain why do you think they're dope and why do they come to mind so quickly. So like the first dope black anime character that comes to mind.
Okay, the first dope black anime character that comes to mind. Dang, I just lost it. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Yasuke. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
In the back of my mind, something was going to say that nigga was about to bring that up, and I was about to say, yeah, right. What makes him great? His protection of white women?
Yes. But
not on this Black History Month.
for real, though. Killer Bee.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And why do you think he's dope?
Talking the trash while laying down the bars.
Woo! And he showed that emo kid what's up.
That's
two
right.
Two murders on one bag. If it wasn't for his crew, 2 murders.
Exactly.
Show would have been done early. Naruto,
yes,
go home.
let's
I got
go.
this shit handled. Bodied him. And then only to find out that there's a crew, a bunch of people running deep of all this, and his brother's a nasty motherfucker too?
Yep.
Oh my god. And the brotherly
yes.
And the brotherly Lariato. Oh, nah, don't. And the power bombs,
checking off all my boxes.
They was right up our alley. They was like black, cool, wrestling.
Checking all the boxes.
Like, bro, Naruto was like, we got something for y'all. We know the hood loves wrestling.
Right?
We got y'all. All right, mine on the docket was Keelik Rung from Soul Eater. My son, when I'm talking about throwbacks back in Soul Eater, they gave this guy in the anime, did this guy no justice. But in the manga, I've been hearing about years. When I finally got into reading the Soul Eater, this guy put the works in. One of the deadliest, rawest niggas out here in Soul Eater with the Magna power. And he looked dope. And he was a character that was out here before you got people like Ogen from Fire Force that have all that big hot energy and everything. Keelik set the bar for all of that shit. Soul Eater was above its time trying to make beautiful black characters. But yeah, he made it shout outs and everything. So that was my anime character.
Yeah, I like so. Good picks.
All right.
But
so
man.
Getting into the small subsection discussion, we got reboot news, and we got a bunch of reboot news here. So going down the line of reboot news, we have so there's a new Goosebumps series hidden off to Disney Plus. We have a new Gumby series coming. We got the confirmation of the Kenobi series on Disney Plus coming out on May 25th. We got the reboot of Futurama. I was going to say we got the reboot of the Beauty and the Beast show coming, but that got canceled in the midst of us finding out about this information. We got the Cheaper by the Dozen reboot trailer that dropped that's supposed to come out next month. We got Criminal Minds getting a reboot, and we got National Treasure getting a reboot.
Ooh, hold on. My mic had got disconnected. I was like, what the heck's going on?
Oh, you got cut?
Yeah, I got cut a little bit because I was hearing you talk about reboot news and hearing all the good stuff about the Goosebumps and everything, and I'm over here chiming in, and I was like, hold up, you can hear me.
That's what I can't hear you.
I look on the screen, I was like, oh, since your microphone has been disconnected, I was like, oh damn. That's a first.
I was like, it was type quiet.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, this is the first. Listen here, Gremlins. It's a new year. We not starting with y'all again.
Facts.
We left y'all with Anchor. Stop playing. I don't know how y'all found us. Probably Disney. They let them here. Sabotage, co-host, Sabotage. But go ahead and continue on.
Oh, no, that was kind of the big list. It was a book. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 different reboots happening.
Okay.
This is, when we bring up reboot news, it's like information every like week, so this having like an 8 pile was wild in like under a week.
Yeah, they was really coming with the heat.
Was wild. When we talk about this, is why we started this small subsection in the first place, because these reboot things really be blowing up, and that's just what be happening every other day. It's just someone wanting to revitalize something
for real, and like I said, it's everybody's looking for content because everybody has their own thing now
and streaming and shit like that, so everything needs something. So that's why they digging up everything. They legit bringing back Gumby. I mean, come on, man. Who needs Gumby right now?
Listen, I'm not. You know what? I ain't against Gumby.
I ain't, but at the same time, do we need Gumby?
Yeah, we need him to smack around Rocco and Zoe.
Oh my!
And we need backup.
Well, if there's a merger, then sure.
Right? See Gumby strolling on Sesame Street like, oh, this is nice.
To cause chaos and destruction.
And look on the ground and see Rocco, like, kick him.
Yo.
Because you know Gumby don't give no fucks.
Oh, no, facts. You're right on that.
Gumby petty. He don't give no fucks.
Not one bit. So that's that batch of reboot news out there.
Love it.
So have you seen anything of stock news as of late, other than everything still going down or fluctuating or acting weird?
Everything is fluctuating. Some of my stocks have been going up, surprisingly.
I see stuff going up and stuff acting weird as usual.
Yeah, not my crypto though. My crypto's still been just chilling in the gutter.
Crypto's been having a weird start of the year, that's for sure.
Tell you, Musk is on the road. My money don't flow.
Oh yeah, for I think Lily brought this up to me this afternoon. There was this couple that they found out they were doing like weird TikToks and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But they found out they found a scheme, and somehow they was just recently arrested, but they was out here balling. They scammed crypto out of like $3.4 billion worth of cryptocurrency. I don't know how they scammed it, but they just got found out, and they scammed that shit for a good like 2 years. They was living good.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how they maneuvered it, but it was a strange couple making like weird TikTok videos, and then they finally like discovered, and they was making big bank, and we was all like, damn, it was that easy for them to scam all of crypto?
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, I send you the news article on that, but I was like,
definitely.
that's hilarious. That's hilarious on that.
Definitely. That's crazy that they was getting over.
That's what I'm saying. They was making big bank, and then they was making weird TikTok videos. I don't know if that's what got them caught up or discovered or some shit, but ultimately, I mean, it was them finagling. It was two white folk, and I mean, I don't know, man. They just finagle.
Lucky they caught them before they got into NFTs.
Oh my god! Then they can hide their secret art and all that other bullshit.
Yep.
Shit. Oh, that's kind of it with the stock news.
Wow, right of stock news.
Facts. All right, so shifting over to the main focus, it's time for the main event. The main event segment of the night, third segment, A Shot of Kurosake, anime review. Tonight we are going out into space. We are out here with the Outlaw Star, episode 1 and 2. Let's kick it.
Yeah, fast facts coming our way, buddy.
Yup. These fast facts is coming our way. All right, here we go. So the history of Outlaw Star, the actual name, full name of the show and kind of the manga in general is, it's called Starward Warrior Knight Outlaw Star.
Okay.
This is a Japanese TV series produced by Sunrise and Funimation Shueisha Magazine. It is labeled under the Adventure Space Opera Western. The manga ran from 96 to 99, running 3 volumes. The anime ran from January of 98 to June of 98. 1 season, 26 episodes. It's a Toonami legacy kind of show. It's currently streaming over Hulu. The description is basically like a motley crew of pirates looking for a treasure out in space beyond the galactic lines. So, do you have any notes yourself?
No, on this. Actually, I'm on this one. I'm going in blind.
All right, cool. So we are stepping into episode 1, an Outlaw World.
Yeah, so the first thing we started is we see this woman on the ground. Like, what is she doing? And then we see her pointing up to a spaceship. And then we get our first intro to Gene.
Yep, we see a spaceship and a guy named Gene fly off into space, dodging missiles, monologuing to himself, talking about wanting to come to space.
Yeah, it was funny. First thing I noticed about the ship, I was like, why the fuck the ship look like a hollow from Bleach?
Yeah, it's designed in its weird fashion. Yep.
Okay, because I was all types of confused. I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, people was in their creative bags back in the 90s when it came to like creating ships. It was just like making all kinds of peculiar. That's why we have so many like space type anime stuff. Like everybody was in their drawing bag when, I mean, this was around the time where people was making Gundam mechs and all this other stuff, so everybody had like creative ideas for spaceships.
So then after that quick little space gun battle, we get the intro.
Yup, themes of vibe and plenty of fire classic. This is right up there.
And I was always wondering where this song was from.
Yup. This is Outlaw Star for you.
I was like, okay. Yeah, so we get to...
just like when you're at a party and they play the Samurai Champloo theme. If nobody's familiar with it, but everybody's still like rapping over the battle cry intro, and everybody's trying to catch the beat of it. Everybody's trying to figure out like what the lyrics are or like where that came from. It's kind of the same vibe with Samurai Champloo and stuff.
Yeah, but so the animation in the intro is really nice. Like,
yeah, colorful. Yo, these niggas new colors, man.
I like the way the colors pop when I was watching this.
Definitely. So
one of my notes was like, these colors pop. I was like, okay.
Oh, definitely. These niggas knew. These niggas know the range, and you got a whole bunch of cast of characters that you don't know and stuff like that, and they all look different and interesting. Different colors, different all kinds of weird X, Y, and Z.
And the animation definitely feels 90s.
Like, 100%. This is a classic animation. Sitting there right there with Cowboy Bebop and Trigun and the rest of them.
Yeah, I was like, I feel right at home with this. I was like, okay.
That's why I picked it, man. This is a secret hidden gem for a lot of people. A lot of people step in and knowing the Cowboy Bebop and the Trigun, but this was their third brother right beside them, right there, the Outlaw Star. So passing the intro, we get into the episode where it's a silent calm that sets over the space as Gene watches on as a rocket leaves for space.
Yeah, that shit was wild. I'm like, what is going on here?
And then the title pops up, the title of the episode of Outlaw World, and we get into stuff.
Yeah.
So we start off following a funky looking ship where we see this nigga that looked like Eggman chatting.
Yeah, this dude, I was like, what in the Sonic is going on here?
Facts. That the whole time I was like, I don't care what his name is, he's officially Eggman for the whole time I'm here. So he's talking about he ready to capture someone named Ice Hilda. So they are on whoever this person, Ice Hilda's bumper straight up. So like, whatever the hell they did, this is what probably got Sonic up in that goddamn ship.
Yeah, because I was like, oh. But I like it, and I'm like, I'm here for it.
Yep. Everything was interesting. Like, they throw you straight into it. So we got the mini ships launching out. They firing anchors trying to catch her. They connect into a ship, but she don't look. Whoever this Ice Hilda person is like confidence on 300 because they grabbing at the ship and everything. But she ain't scared. She shooting back. She ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah, she's like, y'all ain't got me. Nah, y'all came for the wrong one because it ain't me.
Confidence. That's how you already know you rocking with some kind of interesting ass character. Because they in peril, they getting jumped, Odie getting blasted and stuff like that. She's like, no sweat off, dust the shit off, and start shooting back.
Like, they don't call me Ice Hilda for nothing. Listen.
Facts.
Listen, we here. Ice Hilda, like, what's good?
Facts. What's goody in my hood? So they break her ship up, but she looking ready for action. Yeah. She even said the line, even starting out with early times with Hilda, we get epic ass lines. She says, to go is death or to stay here is death. I was like, all right, okay, I don't know who you are, miss, but you hard. You hard. When you hard, you hard.
What was funny is how they was all feeling kind of good. Like, yeah, we caught Ice Hilda. Ice Hilda's like, you got me fucked up.
So you got me? Now she flipped the script. She said, you got me? No, I got you.
Right?
She fires back and blow that ship whole ass away.
And the way she was just looking at it like, ooh, I'm about to just murk them just because.
Oh, facts. She said, you found me today, but that's a problem because you found me today.
Like, you picked the right, you found me on the right day.
So she fired back and blow that goddamn ship away. And that sent sky high like they was Team Rocket.
Kablooey! She was like, listen.
Facts. So Hilda escaped them, and then we was out. So Hilda's already out on the outside of deep in space while Eggman and his ship go blasting away, and they getting upset. So I guess the chase is still on. Hilda gone, escape all the way over there. So next scene we go straight into the planet.
We got a nice little thing from Robotnik, like, oh, damn you, Hilda.
Facts. Oh my god. All I heard when they were spinning away, not only do I hear the Team Rocket song blasting off, but I hear the Eggman theme from Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay, Hilda. I was like, okay, Hilda.
My son had the master plan, but it ain't work. She read from the Sonic handbook, so you know it was working.
So Hilda's about that action. I'm
big time. Right off the bat.
Violence, Hilda. Violence.
Big facts. If you're looking for an excellent start off, especially 90s, I don't know, people like to complain that we don't got no superior female characters. Hilda right off jump was already a different breed. You was like, okay, This one's different. This lady's different, and she got a cool design too.
Yeah, Hilda was a goon. She's a goon.
Big goon, top goon. So the next scene is we're on the planet Sentinel, Sentinel 3, and we're at the Cindy's bar, liquor bar, and then we got someone popping up looking like they here for violence. They go to the bar and they said they're looking for Gene.
I was like, ooh.
And he talking about he trying to get revenge for his brother. And you like, oh, what's going down? He looking around for Gene. He looking around who Gene could be. And then you see this nigga at the table playing cards with his homie Jim.
Mm-hmm.
So he out here playing cards, and then he pulls up to the enemy.
The bartender looking like, damn, I don't need this tonight.
Facts. My son was cleaning his glasses like he was ready to go out for the night. Like it was about to close up. He was like, all we got is Gene and them niggas in the back. Now you got this situation. Like, bro, you couldn't have showed up like early in the morning or something like shit. Like, come on, bro. I'm about to close up.
Yep. Bartender's like, son, listen, he ain't here. Come back tomorrow.
Facts. He's like, nah, I smell him. Nah, I smell a rat.
He's like, listen, I just cleaned all this shit, man. I'm not trying to have no fight up in here right now.
Facts. He's like, come on, son. I'm not trying to have damages, yo. Who paying for this shit? So right after that, Gene pulls up to the enemy, and the enemy underestimates who Gene Starwind is because he was like, nah. He said, this the guy who handled my brother. Like, you handled Butch? Nah, you got to be playing with me. And then he unveiled who he is. He was talking about he robbed yo. You know them niggas that be angry up in the club talk about you don't know who this is? Mm-hmm. You don't know who this is? And he started saying who his whole shit was. He said, I'm Rob Kane. He was like, what? That's Death Rob? 30 bodies on him? Yeah, yo, I got 30 bodies. You know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I was like, they say that they made that same mistake that the other people just made with Hilda.
Oh, facts. That's how you know we was on. Yo, I love the side by side comparison of these niggas is already showing off they hard. That's how you start off series. You gotta show goons out here. So they was already like they thought Gene was some punk boy. But right off rip, the moment Death Rob tried to step to Gene, my son plugged him full of holes. He took out the blicky head, clapped him.
Yo, the way he was talking about his brother, he's like, I murked him.
That's what I'm saying.
Just all nonchalant.
He was like, bro, you Butch's brother? You Death Rob? Oh, I heard about you, but I can handle both of y'all. And he tried to step to him, and he plugged him full of holes. Only plot twist was when Gene plugged him full of holes, homie started to get back up, and then he heard his man's Jim in the back talk about Rob's a cyborg. Rob's a what?
Before that, he said the bartender was like, your name is Death Rob? He's like, yeah. Bartender was shook. Gene over here blowing his nose because he don't give no fucks.
He said, I don't care. What? 30 bodies? Nah, I don't care. What? That's why he shot him.
And then he was like, Death Rob? And he was like, no, Death.
Oh, well. Death, you right, Death, because I can't hear you right now.
Like you said, he plugged him full of holes. I was like, bruh.
Yo, he clapped him, but plot twist is you thought Death Rob was just some regular nigga, but then Jim talking about he part cyborg, and I was like, wait, what? And then all you saw was tentacles coming. I was like, oh shit.
Son was like, oh, you got me. Oh, whoa, this what we doing? I bet.
So he started attacking, and you got his man's Jim in the bag, analyzing the whole situation and telling Gene where to strike at. And he talking about he a type C cyborg and shit like that, and Gene handles it though. Gene not worried, even though he
getting his intel. He was doing it. He got his intel.
Oh yeah, he was like, I don't care if you regular, if you cyborg, whatever the hell, I'm gonna pop you full of holes regardless. So he dodged them, popped him full of holes first time. Then he came cyborg, type C, all the bullshit. He pulled out that extra blicky on him and shot him down again.
Yeah, and he was like, he's a type C, son. You gotta murk him. He brought slashy and
yo. So he handled that and folded that up, and then old bar girl came right up to him, Iris, and she was all happy that old boy Gene was all good because she's smitten on old boy. So you know Gene be pulling up at this bar all the time. They be chilling. They be seeing old girl. And then the bartender, whose name is Clyde, he asked for he's like, all right, so that's cool and all, but who gonna repair my bar, bro? What's good?
Right? He's like, how much was the bounty on this dude?
Yeah, he was like, yeah, put it on the tab. We gonna collect the bounty on Death Rob, and you gonna get your repairs. Don't worry, man.
Yeah,
We got you.
he's like, deposit whatever's left after we pay this
Facts.
dude.
So you already know Gene is with the smoke. He's cool as hell. You got instance where he's handling people, even cyborgs. I don't know where he ain't stressed. The teamwork is immaculate, and they got shit handled.
And then Sun said he's gonna hit the town.
Facts. So in the midwise, them getting out of the situation, the cops pull up, and everybody's seeing the situation and picking up the homie at the bar to take him out for the bounty and everything. And in the background, we see a mystery woman just surveying the situation.
Yep, looking blonde and menacing.
Wonder who that be. So we back with Gene and Jim hitting the town, and in the midst of that, Gene was trying to give Jim the old slippy because Gene got some adult activities. He's like, this is the part where we gonna separate Pats, man. He told Jim, he was like, yo, go back to the hangar and I'm gonna hit you with the okie doke because I got stuff to do in that red light district, pretty much.
Yep. He's like Jim, I got adult things to do.
Facts. He got adult things. He said, this is where we take separate Pats, bro. You the youngin, and I'm fresh out the box trying to get some. So I'm out, bro.
He's like, listen, Jim, I'm trying to be out on these streets.
Facts. He said I heard something about someone named Felicia, and I'm trying to find out.
Right?
So he put the blicky on. He disappeared. He got out of nowhere. He hit Jim with the okie doke, and he went to go fool around. So in the midways of Gene going to
first he asked Jim, like, Jim, you ready to be down? And Jim was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good.
So he said, oh, you good? Well, I ain't good, so I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be going so I can get some good.
Yep. Gene was like, deuces.
Shit. So he hit the dip on him, and then midway when Gene goes off, we get a little scene with Eggman and his crew talk about, we chased Ice Hilda to this area. So they pulled up, and then they pulled up to the Sentinel 3, and then they sent the army out to go chase her down. So I guess Hilda's up on this. They found the range to her, and Eggman and his crew sending out them Egg-bots.
So why even his ship look like the Eggman ship?
I'm telling you, son.
We know where they got the inspiration for this character, because listen.
Big time, man. He had the master plan, so he sent them out, and he sent them out chasing. So midway, we get back to Gene, and he literally fresh out of busting some cheeks. My son got the lady. My son got the lady in there showering. She legit was in the shower, and then she was coming out. She grills him on his dreams and him wanting to be in the stars with the ships and stuff like that, because he just keeps watching the ships pass and go off into space. And there's something to do on his mind about space, because every time he focuses on the ship, he gets into like deep thoughts and stuff like that. But then after she came out the shower and stuff like that, he thought about that for like about 5 seconds, and then he went back to clapping cheeks.
Hey, listen,
my son
his best life.
This character's on a high level right now. My son taking out high level people and busting cheeks. He is top 90s quality actor right now.
He living the dream. Facts. The 90s dream.
Facts. So they chilling, and then we got the Eggman, Eggbots monsters chasing people in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And then away from that scene, we go back into, I guess after Gene finishes his adult activities and stuff like that, he meets up back with Jim at their company. They're at the Starwind and Hawkins company working on machines. So they get to fixing the machine works and get that all riled up and put together. So they own a company. They're pretty much like space auto mechanics. So you bring them any kind of machinery with the credits and stuff like that, they'll fix up stuff for you. So they got that working.
One of the people from Cowboy Bebop ever rolled through.
Listen, bro, this is when I tell you of the big three of space operas, they are like lined up together. So I think 90s anime fans would have gone off if the Bebop needed repairs at Starwind and Hawkins like machinery. That would have been a great crossover, especially the amount of time
opportunity for a crossover.
I'm telling you, sometimes you wish that the collab energy of today could have reached the 90s, because man, we would have seen amazing properties right there.
Yo, imagine the convos.
Oh,
and the interactions.
Please. We would have had fun. Just put Jim and Jet Black alone could have had a fun conversation on fixing and the idiots they work with. Like, come on. Come on. So definitely. So we got Gene is chilling while Jim is cooking. So we already know homie this little homie living multiple lives because Gene out here living his young fret life and Jim out here cooking the meals and trying to figure out their next job and shit like that. Like Jim trying to get paid.
Right.
So
Well, it seems like they not in the hole like some people with their
facts.
beefless ramen.
See, I mean, Jim got stuff to make, so at least
They're already ahead.
Yeah, so they living a good time. So we got a pirate ship. A pirate ship came down. They talk about they in the midst of their conversation. They was talking about quarantine, and I was like, man, the 90s today, you can't escape that shit. You can't escape that word quarantine everywhere you go, bro.
Yeah. Yo, what had me cracking up a little bit was their old school hybrid video phone.
Yes.
With the rotary dial with the screen.
Yo.
I'm like, wow.
The futuristic old tech is all just bumping.
Hey,
they had to take a guess on what future tech would look like, but it's in the midst of niggas still having like connected phones and shit.
Right? That just had me chuckle when I think about the phones down. I'm like,
that's what I'm
this
saying.
is what they thought it was going to look like in the future?
Facts. They was like, nah, there's no way we thought smartphones was going to be smart like this.
Right.
So they was curious. We got curious on interest with Sentinels. Then out of nowhere, Jim and Gene get a job. There's some girl named Rachel that needs parts and bodyguarding. So she about to have high quality stuff. She asked for pretty much high quality stuff on fixing her parts and stuff like that. Jim's like, yo, this gonna be a big job, and Gene was like, yo, all right, I'm a bodyguard you, but just know it's top quality bodyguarding. So you gonna have to slide me that $800 a day though.
Yeah, son. Like listen, business is business.
Facts. So you already know if you need protection, I mean, it's cash, like big cash. Like we not going to no beef and noodle ramen like them other niggas.
Like, I'm still gonna try to clap, but nah.
Business. We gonna get hot. You already know. I mean, if I get paid and cheeks, like bro, you know what it is. Like, come on, you know what it is. So after that conversation, we got that halfway. I love how some anime still do it nowadays, but I like that halfway point where you know it's the halfway in the episode where they put out the title, but they do they put out the title in the creative way. I like how they did it with the gun sounds and the reloads.
Yeah, they did. I appreciated that when I saw it. I was like, oh
yeah, that shit was nice. So we go back into the conversation. Rachel asked a lot. Woman will be Jim and Gene are talking, and ironically, Jim is talking to Gene about woman. He says the lines, "Woman will be the death of him someday," and I mean that makes sense the way how he be womanizing all over stuff. So he be extra wild. Gene be wild in these streets, but I mean he trying to have a good time.
Yo, Jim had me cracking up the way that he answered the phone though. Talking about we fix everything from tractors to relationships. I was like, oh, y'all really are one stop shop.
Listen, my son Jim, hilarious, and the way how he be on Gene's bumper, oh my god, big money. Shit's this dynamic. These two are hilarious.
Yep, yo, that had me wild.
Yo, they big on their jokes. They big on their jokes.
So she's like, yeah, when she said, I was with her when she said a few special problems. She said I need a bodyguard too. I was like, oh, y'all really do it all. Okay.
Oh, big facts. I mean, shit. You seen? I mean, that's how you know it was a perfect representation to what happened earlier. You know, Gene's about that action, so you know he probably be a good bodyguard.
Yeah.
So and also she was there. She was the mystery woman there when the cops was checking out everything. So if she heard wind of his name, Starwind, I mean, she was like, all right, so you probably perfect for the job. So they explained to her the job and that the parts that she want are expensive as fuck. So she better have the money for all of this shit. She better be like big time cash. So Gene heard her over the phone and he was like, yo, I want to go meet her. She sounds type nice. so they head back to the bar. They back at Cindy's bar. Gene out there chatting it up with old girl Rachel. And his old girl Iris at the bar. The bar girl, she jealous as fuck. She like, who the fuck is sitting with my man Gene? Like, what's good? In my table? Disrespect.
Yeah, Miss Rachel's kind of sus. Iris ain't none of this.
Rachel in her devious mode, she was like, but she need protection, and that's when Gene was like, that shit's $800 a day. Just let you know off rip, like your parts is expensive, I'm expensive, but you already know what it is.
Yeah, he's like, listen.
Oh yeah, it's straight up.
You gotta pay the cost.
Yeah, I'm not a cheap nigga, so you already know what it is. So go ahead.
And why you want this expensive stuff, man?
Shit, they ain't asking that many questions. They like, I mean, we just here for the ride. If you got the money, we don't got no questions. Like, listen, we ready to go. It's alright. It is what it is. If you playing world domination, we don't need to know. we just gonna help you fix up and get our cash. I mean, that's between you and God.
Listen, as long as don't nothing come back incriminating me.
Facts.
That's what I'm trying to. I'm just trying to figure out and make sure I'm covered. Cause I don't want. Listen, I'm just providing service. I don't want none of this extra stuff.
Listen, we rowdy boys, so if we get into some situation, we avoid it with at least let make sure the check clears. We gonna make at least enough money to. If we got to run, we'll run.
Right. If we got to run, we'll just make sure we got enough money to cover some damages. That's all.
Facts.
That's it.
So the second they start heading out, they start heading out to the backgrounds after chatting and stuff like that. They get stopped and instantly attacked by them Eggman robots from earlier. So it's a 3-on-1, but they ambush Gene. So he instantly on the clock already. You're on the clock, guarding her already, and just out of nowhere, Gene starts getting into smoke. And how did you feel about this 3-on-1 battle style of the and kind of like the 90s animation, how they were moving? Like, it was less of the gunplay, but more of like the action, like hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, listen, the hand-to-hand combat was interesting here.
Yeah, I like the anime style was the movement, just like how you see in the opening where he was like running for the same creatures.
Yeah, it definitely fit.
Definitely.
It fit everything. So that fight, I was like, oh, they got him. I was like, freaking robots. I'm like, man,
facts. So we got Jim who pulled up late. They start they rush out the enemies. Jim pulls up type late. They about to get out of the action. They ready to rev up their engines to get the hell up out of there. They start, but the car instantly breaks down when he gets there. That shit was funny.
At least they had some hand-to-hand combat, unlike some shows we have reviewed recently.
See what I mean? So Jim pulled up with the car. They tried to start. They revved up the engines. They tried to run away. The car breaks down midways, and Rachel's in there. And I wonder if, like, at the moment the car broke down, Rachel's like, these niggas ain't worth no $800.
Right? She's like, man, I should get a discount or a refund or something. This ain't just bullshit.
She said, I heard about some niggas from a bebop. Some bebop right? Niggas about to go call it.
Yo, the way the car started to move and just dropped to the ground.
That shit had me dying. And they was midway fixing that shit. Talking about, no, I thought you had the car all fixed. Nah, bro, what you mean?
And then Rachel just sitting in the car like,
I ain't helping. What? I paid y'all. What you mean? Y'all better fix this car and better take my ass out of here.
Y'all better fix this hoopy and get me the hell out of here.
Facts. So they fix it and then they on their way out. They drove out. So they started driving all the way deep. But in the midst of them driving all the way deep in whatever that space, Children of the Cornfield that they was driving through, they get stopped by Eggman's crew, and they announced, they was like, "You're not escaping us, Hilda." And then the swerve starts sticking us heavy. So Rachel turns out to actually be Hilda in the best disguise ever. She took that shit made sense.
I was like, who?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, first of all, you was definitely sus, miss, but damn, for you to be whole ass Hilda, like Hilda looked completely different when we saw earlier. Yeah. So when she took off that disguise, it looked like whatever the hell kind of perfect disguise that was, because that looked like a completely different person.
Yeah, but it's like Hilda, I was like, oh, you can't be serious. I was like,
well, Hilda was out here with these two random somebodies, and she already took them amongst the smoke, because the moment Rachel took off the disguise to show off that she's Hilda, she started throwing bombs right out.
Yeah, cause I'm like, Hilda, you can take care of yourself. Why you need protection? You a whole goon. What you doing?
Shit, she trying to maneuver out here. She was trying to be hidden on the low, but they was on their ass.
Out here being a damsel in distress. I'm like, no, Hilda died.
Not one bit. Hilda was like, once the smoke started, Hilda was starting to defend them. They was not even understanding what was going on. She had the bombs on her, so she was already ready. She was just pulling random people into this shit. So in the midst of them getting chased, they sent their one subordinate, which I'm going to label as Ninja Man, because he started pulling, before Naruto and all that shit, they started having it, Hagawa Senpai, Hagawa Senpai, Hagawa Senpai. They started creating whatever kind of weird ass machines with their subordinates, and he started riding them like a surfboard, and he pulled out the Zabuza sword on them and started shooting blasts at them. I was like, whoa, what is going on?
Yo, it was definitely some wild shit. I'm like, yo, this ninja dude, this ain't no joke. They shooting him. He's like, nah, son.
Everything was coming together. Whether using your subordinates as whole ass
like,
space riders, and then blasting stuff out of the swords, and everything was wild.
Yeah, someone's like, roar. I'm like, yo.
Shit. And then in the midst of them all chasing Hilda down and she removing her disguise and everything, they all talk about that they all after a treasure. And we was like, wait, what treasure going on? What's going on?
Mind you, they tried to blow him up with various forms of gun hardware.
Oh yeah, nothing was working.
They said up each big gun, a bigger gun each time. Like,
oh, facts. And they said that he's using something called Tau magic to form people together to chase him and blast and block everything. Gene pulled out that caster though, bro. He was you was talking about them different bullets he got. He shoot the big, he was trying to shoot every type of blast. But then it was like Gene was like, yo, hand me that special kind of one. The moment he pulled out this kind of blast and blew that guy sky high, he disintegrated that guy. That shit reminded me of Iron Man's Unibeam.
Yo, honestly, that reminded me of the noisy cricket from Men in Black.
Ooh, bro. When you gotta pull out the big blast and eradicate, homie, bro, come on, son.
Like, what this compact thing gonna do? Oh, okay.
Oh, it had the blinky on him, and he blasted that guy completely out of his shoes. My son was gone. So they took out Ninja Man, and they finally pulled up to that location that Hilda wanted them to get to. But this is where this shit starts to get extra crafty. So the moment they pulled out to where they needed to be, Hilda shoots Gene and pulls Jim by gunpoint and has him go to work. She was like, I'm gonna need you real quick. So the swerves is all over the place. Shit getting crazy.
Come on, DTA, man. Don't trust anybody.
Hey, man, she was like, she was paying. I don't know what's going on. We trying to find out what's going down. But Hilda drops him, and she got Jim. She was like, nah, I'm going to need you to do whatever you do. So let's get to work and put in some coordinates and find out what's going down. But Gene ain't no sucker out here. Gene bounced back. And the bullet got blocked by whatever the hell he had in his pocket protecting him. So he wasn't taken out by nothing. And they run the fade on her. He got the gun on her. So he was like, all right, so you going to run us the information. He said, tell us the code to find out whatever the hell is in this briefcase, because y'all talking about treasure and some shit. And then they put in the code for the briefcase, and they open up, and there's a whole ass woman in there.
Yeah, I was like, bruh.
Bro, and in the midst of everybody at the gunpoint, we find out there's a person there, we get hit with the to be continued.
And I'm like, to be continued? I'm like,
bro.
Y'all just a whole woman. What you mean?
Son. And then we get the ending theme that is both creepy, eerie, and sweet, and the most weird, realistic drawings you'll see.
Yeah, I was like, who is this lady? Is this the lady that's in the box?
There was multiple drawings of this weird, it looks fresh off of somebody's desk. It wasn't looking like computer animated or nothing. It looked like it was a fresh drawing. That's how detailed that shit was.
Yeah, it was definitely a hand. It definitely felt like it was hand drawn.
Yeah. And then after the song, we get the preview of the next episode, which is by Gene monologuing and stuff like that. And that concludes the first episode. So before I give my final impression, I want to hear your final impressions on this first episode.
They left us with a lady in the box. Of course, I'm going to continue, but I was just like, I like the characters. I like to set up a story. I've always been a sci-fi head, so I was enjoying what I was seeing so far. I was enjoying the ride, and like I said, I was like the shadiness. You got Robotnik in here, which is cracking me up.
Yep. And
like I said, that ending part with the chick in the box, I'm like, oh.
If you went into this episode and you saw even the last 2 minutes and not want to be like, okay, I gotta go to the next episode. Why is there a lady in the box?
I'm like, now I have questions.
Like, come on. So my final impression was, now this is a hot ass first episode. Loads of mystery, cool characters, wacky ass jokes, action aplenty. Because if you wanted all kinds of smoke, you saw when Gene popped that first nigga Rob. yo, the amount of gore, like he shot him and the blood was flying. And you talking about that 90s gritty anime style blood that just be flying? That shit be wicked with it. So that shit look wild. There's a familiarity to this, like I was talking about from before with the trifecta. This, Trigun, and Cowboy Bebop all having that iconic space western feel to it, and that makes it so endearing. There's a driving force story here, and shit felt like a mini movie, throwing you in mad stuff from jump. So that's 20 minutes of mad shit. You saw space battles, you saw this epic ass lady, you saw a deception, you saw a betrayal, you saw a re-betrayal, all of this shit in like 20 minutes.
Like, just wow, like what?
That's how you action pack a fucking episode.
And shoot, like I said, I was here for more. I need to see why the lady was in the box. And
yeah, so we
is she alive? She a robot? What's going on?
Exactly.
Can I collect the bounty on her?
Yeah, is she the treasure? Is she what is her worth? Like this, if they talking about treasure, can she connect you to the treasure? Is she the treasure? Is she a gold? Is she a goddess? Like what's going on?
Yeah, like what the heck?
Yeah, so clicking forward into that shit, we got episode 2, World of Desires. So we going into that. You want to start us off?
Yeah, so we get this narration talking about the boy has a right to dream and all this other stuff.
Yeah, that narration was strong as hell. They talk about the boy in a dream with choices. It looks like the way how it's paneled out. It looks like it's Gene's backstory growing up. With
that's
him,
what it seems like. Yeah, because you see some photos of like a young him.
Yeah, him and an adult like figure, probably his pops. Yeah. Age changing and growing up, and the iconic line talking about a boy has a right to dream. That's why we have that stigma when we're children and stuff, like building up, because we have all these passions as an adults, but it's truly admiring to see a boy having his right to dream. Yo, I'm telling you, them intro monologues be deep in thought, and the guy giving it is he sound mighty powerful with his voice.
It was one scene that they showed where Gene and Jim was there in a bar. You see Gene with all the chicks, and you see Jin in the corner just looking annoyed, rolling his eyes.
If that ain't the description, like there's a perfect 90s energy to their comedic duo that reminds me of like some other like afternoon Disney block cartoon shit out of them, but like in a kind of like an adult kind of fashion. Like it's just mad hilarious.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I can think of a couple shows that have that vibe, and I can see what you mean.
Oh, big time. Big time. So that starts us off, and then we get the intro, which is still a banger, with the visuals and everything. So that works out, and then we get straight into the episode. So the episode starts off with Eggman and his crew. There's this one sorceress chick that's just chilling out there. That she chants to the I don't know what kind of shit is going down with Tao magic, but it's some dark art shit. Because she starts chanting to the ground where the warrior, the ninja man, was at. She touches his blood, and then she starts following the trail that was left behind through her magic. So that trail showed off where the ship had gone, where the car had gone further. So they just followed that in a trail of blood through the Tao magic.
I feel like I need Uncle's talismans.
Yeah. I mean, that's all part of the Tao magic, so yeah. I mean, they say Hagawa Senpai, and every time they say it, it always reminds me of Yumo Goigoi Fighty style.
Right? This ain't it. I need protection.
Uncle said magic must defeat magic, so
that's right, so I need some magic.
Facts, so you know what it is. So we go back to Gene and Jim and Hilda finding this woman basically out of the she hopped out the box. Like shit is crazy.
Yo, her back and everything gotta be hurting from being cramped in this box. My back, my legs. I felt everything. Like my legs hurt, my back hurt. Everything hurt from being in this box.
So she pop out the box and they tell us who the name of this person is. Her name is Melfina. So they got that all worked out, and who else this mystery's under, but we still know nothing about this person. Hilda talk about why she needed repairs on the fixtures is because really it wasn't for her ship, but they're fixing up her cybernetic prosthetics. So on top of Hilda being this badass character, We didn't even know she lost an arm and she got a cybernetic arm. So this character just keeps getting weirdly cool.
Yeah, Hilda, you got a lot going on.
Facts. You get niggas is on your bumper. You gotta fix that prosthetic arm. You got a lady in the box. Like you hiring niggas to get involved in this shit, and you ready to betray them, shoot them in the dens of night. Like, this shit wild. Who are you, miss?
Listen, Hilda, we gonna have to charge you the what the fuck premium.
Oh, big facts. Everything is getting
it.
tripled. Everything is getting triple doubled. Everything is getting triple doubled, man. Cause I don't know. This shit's
right, because we didn't agree to all this.
This shit is extra as hell. So Jim and Gene chilling, they helping out, but Jim messes with Gene and his womanizing ways because he obviously sees a naked pretty girl like Melfina pop out that suitcase, and you know Gene got to get to processing and analyzing what's going on here.
Yeah. He's like, can I or can I not clap the cheeks?
That's definitely top priority. He's like, I heard of treasure and stuff like that, and I heard of money, but like, can I hit though? Right? Like he trying to find that. And the thing about it is, when Melfina popped out, her first impression of a person, like the first person she seen when she got out the box, was literally Gene. So whatever the hell, I don't know how long she was in that box or cryogenically frozen in the box or whatever to meant to fix in that box, because that suitcase was that type small. So she had to fold up like origami to fit in that bitch. Mm-hmm. So when she got out, she saw a person. So whatever it is, she definitely imprinted on Gene straight off the bat. So Hilda introduced herself as an outlaw. She came through space. Hilda just jacked this girl Melfina just cause. Like, that's wild. Hilda's a whole ass menace. She said she saw something, she liked it, she saw the suitcase, she grabbed it and she ran. I was like, yo, you something else, girl. You wild, you lit, but you something else.
Hilda was like, I want it and I took it.
Hilda got a bad history with pirates. She said, yo, imagine pulling up to a pirate place and was like, ooh, that's a nice suitcase, and just dipping with that shit. That's crazy.
Hey, man, like, yo, this is the third time she done did this to me. Nah, I'm over it.
Nigga said he done stole her. He said this bitch done stole my rings. She stole my hedgehog, and now she stole my bitch in a box. What the hell?
Like, nah, we got to get her, y'all. We got to get her.
Shit getting ridiculous. So while they talking and getting all of Hilda's backstory and everything, pirates arrive on their ass, and Eggman on a roll. Eggman definitely on a roll on that ass.
There's like, you ain't getting away, Hilda.
Nah, not this time, bitch. You
gonna give me back my rings.
Bitch better give me my money. You already know what it is. Right? Give me my money, son. Shit. So Gene got the shit. So Gene's starting to look through. He asked Jim how many bullets they got left. He got different power bullets in there. So he said he asking Jim how many bullets that he got left and stuff like that. Jim gives him his gun to follow. But Hilda in the midst tries to dip. He like, nah, chill. You're not gonna leave us. You're not gonna bring us on this job. Almost get us shot out and taken care of by this Tower Magic and this Eggman looking motherfucker. You're not gonna dip out on us in the midst.
Exactly.
Like, nah, you wildin'. Especially when you didn't pay us. Like, miss, bring that ass here with the money.
That's right. That check ain't clear yet.
Thanks. It's only been. Keep in mind, he just took the job and they picked her up and he started officially that second they got out the bar. So ain't no check clear, nothing. They ain't even give back your spot.
And you ain't paying us in crypto like Mad Adams either.
No. This is 90s. We ain't play that. We ain't play that stocks and bonds shit. You can't get me with the this is gonna rise in 5 years. No, bitch. Bring that shit back here.
Like, hold this digital coming. Nah, we don't want that.
Digital currency? Nah, bro. We got rotary phones. Like, bro, get your ass back. I'm supposed to believe in the internet. Nigga, Y2K. Get your ass back here. Shit. So they send the Eggman army after her. Chant's going off. Hagawa senpai. They sending everything straight at that. Hilda out here chatting with Jim about the whole situation, and the Eggman is a Tau master. So when he starts calling in his damn thing, he calls out a mean ass dragon, and they blocking bullets with the dragon and shit like that. They hitting it with Jim asking for bullet number 5, and he takes a whole ass cap. So he shoots that out. Number 5 is OD powerful. So he's like, all right, so how many bullets I got left? They give him one more, and he got number 19. So he's ready for the epic time. He starts to load up number 19. He ready to hit the blicky on them, take them all out. He starts getting the charge in, and then poof, 19 is a bust.
Yeah, son, listen.
They was dumb tight. He was like, man, I need to get the fuck up out of here. I'm out of bullets, and these niggas coming in with spirit dragons and shit like that.
Like, when you say dragon, it was just
bro, that's how when he brought out the dragon, it reminded me of like the light blue version of Dragon of the Darkness Flames.
Yo, exactly. I was like, what in the double dragon is going on here? Oh,
that's
man.
what I'm saying, bro. And they pulling that shit out. Jim's like, yo, I ain't get paid. I ain't get no cheeks. Like, bro, what y'all get me into? Yo, you make sure that check clear before anything gets down, bro.
Like, yo, Shinra, is that you?
Facts. So in the midst of all this of Jean trying to hold everything back, Jim is helping Hilda get her ship. So she pull up with the big ship, and they start firing back. So they lighten it up on Eggman and his Tau Masters, making sure they block the way. The army get fed back. They just lighten it up.
Yeah, son, yo.
Yo, so Melfina is fully awake. She sees Jean and she starts speaking something, and we trying to hear what she's saying. She hears her name Melfina and starts crying, and then she starts to curse her own birth. She's like, I wish I was never born and shit like that.
That shit's wild. What's going on?
You don't know what the hell. I mean, to be honest, if old girl, folded herself like origami to get in the box, I don't think she appreciated her life too much at that point. So I don't know. Maybe she was stressed about that. Maybe she was forced into the box or some shit like that. So she probably connected to something bigger than that if she has to curse her own birth on that.
Yeah, definitely some wild stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm. And Jim in the meanwhile busting Jean's balls, talking about, what you doing? Why you making girls cry, bro?
Yep, he's like, this is no time to make a lady cry. I was like,
yeah, like what you doing? Why you finding time trying to bag and all this other bullshit? And what you say to her? You trying to press up on her like that? Why you make her cry, bro? You wildin'. So Jean all flustered and shit like that. He like, you know what? I'm gonna handle this. And he gives her a piece of his coat so she can cover up, because she butt naked. She came out of that shit straight butt naked. Jean fires and
her birthday suit. Yep.
Yeah, facts. So Jean fires off, and they try to get back into the ship on Hilda, and they call another dragon. And in the midst of them getting on that spaceship, that dragon is on their ass, but they don't know that Hilda's ship is faster again.
I was like, oh,
yeah.
You know what that dragon remind me of?
What?
That dragon remind me of Hurimaru from Bleach.
Yes. What? Like literally before it becomes like a full ice and like and like full 2D. But see these early concepts, man. These early concepts. Them 90s dragons be wicked with the power.
He's like go. I'm like, oh.
And they escaped them on that shit. So they escaped on that shit, but the guild is on their ass. They agree to come along for money, obviously. Like, we triple doubling out here. Like, you gonna pay us what you owe, Hilda. Like, this is buck wild for night one,
And Robotnik is like, damn you, Hilda, you really think you can escape?
Shit, Eggman throwing that fist in the air like, damn you and damn Sonic. Like, fuck y'all messing up all my plans.
Son. Yeah, like you were saying, her ship is fast, but nah, son, they really want you, Hilda.
They obviously, because they chased Hilda through space at the beginning, then they came all the way to Sentinel 3, and then they chased her all through the city into the children of the cornfield, and then they chased her to this location, and then they chased her back into space. Like, they ain't giving up nothing. They are on her ass. So in the midst of them popping out into space, everybody started, I don't know if you remember this part, but everybody started roasting Gene about going to space for the first time, how he popped his space cherry.
Yo,
they was wildin', bro. They was like, is this your first time out here in space? Because Gene was looking type shook, but they don't know the backstory behind Gene and his whole dealings that they explained in the beginning of the episode. But man, they was wildin'. They was like, you it's your first time in space. You must take it nice and gentle. They was roasting him. Jim was even extra hard on him. I was like, bro,
Jim was going in. He was like, Gene, will you just pass out already? I was like, son.
Yo, he went and when they started to fly off, like he grabbed onto Melfina's hand and Melfina was with it.
No, not gonna be with it, Iris. She's not gonna be with it, dog.
Oh no, Iris find this out. First of all, she wasn't even fond of Rachel, and now she got and now you bringing new booty to this bar, bro. You about to get chucked out this bar, bro.
Hey, you about to get thrown out this bar?
All the beer about to get thrown on you. All the beer
scrapping with Hilda.
Dead ass, they about to throw everything. So we in the ship of Hilda. We find out the ship is named Horus, and they going out to a place called Blue Heaven. So they super blast out in the hyperspace to go out further. And the moment they turn on the extra turbos, they fly off. All you hear is Gene hollering. That nigga hollered.
Yeah, so he's like, ah,
yeah, this nigga out here new to space again. Facts. So we get that halfway sign shots again. So we get the Outlaw Star with the bullets in the reload again. So that shit fire again.
Always nice. Pew, poo, 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 doom. Okay.
Yep. So when we come back, we get this flashback of Gene and his dad out in space, probably around the first time when he off the space, and they are getting attacked by pirates. And the music this time is going off. So when they get attacked by the pirates, you see Gene's dad full of blood. He puts him in a cockpit and he saves him. He sends him off in a little ship to send him off to any random location planet to save him while that.
Just to get him out of here.
Yeah, he wants his son to be safe and live on while the pirates is like attacking the ship, and all you see is Gene seeing from far away his dad's ship explode, and he wakes up out of that dream. So this flashback is also kind of like a dream sequence for Gene while he was under sleep and stuff like that. And he woke up, and boy, these niggas ain't stopped. Not only with the space cherry shit. The moment Gene woke up, they was like, oh, Sleeping Beauty finally woke up. They was roasted. Niggas was on his bumper this whole episode.
Yeah, they was.
They
was roast. The roast was on.
They was like, nigga, you been asleep for almost like a day. Like, what's good, bro? You not ready for this space life, eh?
Like what you know about space?
That ass. Flashback, throwback to that episode, man. Episode 9. Check that shit out too. Right? So Hilda and the ship maintenance Horus, which reminds me of Deca.
Yo, it's funny when Hilda brought the small ship into the big ship. I was like, oh, they ship fit too.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they gotta make it to it.
Mm-hmm. See? I'm telling you, that Space Odyssey was powerful back in them 90s.
With Alpha 6 with the yo, I got the box.
Nah, they got Horus. Horus sounds like Jarvis. So he out here with the we don't yo here. We serve tea and crumpets, my dear. So they announced that they finally arrived into Blue Heaven. And they dock. The docking port looked like an old school arcade game that they had to go through to link all that docking procedure up.
And Jim had me cracking up here. He sees Gene. He's like, "Oh, you're still alive? Oh, that's so cute." I'm like, "Son."
On his bumper. They was wilding on his space. Imagine this nigga going through traumatic experience of that time. I'm pretty sure he never told anybody about what had happened with his dad and shit like that. So in the midst, all these niggas is just roasting his shit for all his weirdness for being in space. While this nigga having like a mind flashback of him losing his father. Everybody like, oh, little bitch. Little space bitch.
They was waiting for this moment. Jim was special. He was waiting for this moment.
Oh, Jim was always on his bumper every single day, but this one was just added fire.
Son was like, listen, this is my time. I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna roast you alive.
Facts. So as they get ready to like fix out of the ship and stuff like that, Gene and Hilda just chatting on on every kind of conversation on Hilda's experiences and everything that's going down, while everybody continuously clowns on Gene for sleeping.
He's like, so they was going and they was ready. They was like, listen,
Facts.
This dude, we been waiting for this.
They was getting it rare and ready. So they was doing all that while Horace is letting them know that they going into the private gate. They land and they chat about they continue chatting about cherry popping, and they trying to get repairs.
Right? Listen, you space virgin. Listen, we here.
Facts. They was like, yo, pop out, bro. You happy? You happy for your first time?
You feel good?
Was it good? Shit. So they going to get repairs on the ship after that big tussle with the Tower Masters and all the injuries that happened to the ship. So this is where we meet. We go into the hangar bay and we meet one of Hilda's friends, Swanzo. Which now when you want to talk about Alpha 6, we're gonna talk about Swanzo, who's pretty much a freaking Italian, New York Italian robot.
Yeah, I liked him. I said, oh, I like his Alpha's cousin. All right.
Pretty much. That one would really be out there with the yo.
The Swanzo be with it.
Shit. So Gene getting upset about lingos. They talking, him and Hilda talking all this Morse code and all this extra bullshit, and Gene not with all that shit. He was like, talk up front, let me hear that shit. And then Swanzo letting them know that guns are banned. They crack a seal, and this one was funny because when he pointed this out, this reminded me of literally what happened in Cowboy Bebop. He was talking about the reason why guns are banned because if you crack a seal, everybody's gonna die and fly out. And that reminded me of that nigga who took a shit while they was taking a heist.
Yeah.
And then he shot the damn thing and everybody went flying out.
Just like, you dummy.
He was like, that's exactly. See, Swanzo would have been like, that's exactly why we got laws, dumbass.
Yeah.
So in the midst of everybody having a conversation, Swanzo explains the difference between outlaws and pirates. There's three forces that take up space international pretty much. We have the Space Force, which is kind of like police. We have the pirates who are pretty much the Space Force. Remind me of Space Force as well. Yeah. Space Force could have been another name for Power Rangers in space, pretty much. But we got the pirates, and then we got the outlaws. So we got the three powers in space, and everything is explained. Hilda further on explains why she picks off to be an outlaw over being a pirate. So, I mean, that kind of explains the difference when it came to why Hilda sees herself as an outlaw, because she robbed the said pirates, which is like Eggman and his crew, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, they're just explaining stuff just in general, the different orders in space. And then, in the meanwhile, they tell Jim to take Melfina clothes shopping. I say they be leaving all the business and the busy work for Jim, yo. I swear. They be sending him out to do the menial shit.
Yeah, they really do, and it's like, son, like Jim. I guess Jim is the only trustworthy one.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense if you ever seen Gene. So
yeah, they definitely can't leave it with Gene.
Nah, facts. He probably tried to smash in the clothing duck.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes Melfina out shopping, and that's where that's where one of these times you gotta expect the 90s anime, because it's not one of those things where the characters be wearing the same clothes. They go out clothes shopping and they be out here in these nice fits.
And he go, Gene, yeah, Jim, let's meet at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wonder why, bro. Shit, they getting they shit all fixed together and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So they enter Blue Heaven fully, and that shit looking like Space City. That shit is giving me like Space City vibes. Like if they took New York and just threw it out into space and shit like that, that's Space City vibes.
Yes, it is.
Yep. So in the midst of that, Mel got the fits on. Mel rocking all types of different nice ass fits, and Mel feeling herself. So I mean, I guess that time in the suitcase ain't crap her style. She know what's up. She know how to dress. So we got Gene and Hilda at the Alien Strip Club, which threw me for a loop already.
Are we really surprised? Are we really?
No and yes at the same time, because that shit was hilarious. I was like, the first thing we saw when we came into this place is OD alien busted wide open, and you're like, damn, niggas already went here.
We knew what Gene's mind was, and we kind of figured Hilda was with the shits too. So.
Hilda down for whatever. Hilda so they chat. She's trying to cop a ship. she trying to get a grappler ship. It's gonna help her out to get this treasure. And then in the midst of them talking, they get interrupted by this nigga McCoy and his crew. And he talk about, yo, Hilda, let's be outlaw partners and let's rock and shit like that. But Hilda not with nothing. She like, this nigga annoying. Get this shit away from me. She pushed this nigga off to the sky. And this nigga like, oh, you gonna disrespect me? The real nigga, the real McCoy. and he trying to scrap, but Hilda handles them. Hilda handles all three of them with a taser without killing them. So she flexed on all three of these niggas. No help at all.
Yeah, Hilda was like, listen, I told y'all picked the right day. I'm here.
Facts.
I'm about that action.
I just escaped niggas and they repaired my arm, so you know I'm already here to smoke you out. So she's they talk.
She's like, yes, let's go.
Facts. So work that out. So after Hilda smokes them, she talks about there being outlaws of all kinds. Sometimes you got crappy outlaws like the McCoy, and then you got me being the boss ass bitch I am. So you know what it is. So when they get back to the hotel, Jim and Melfina already found out that they got divided rooms. So Gina and Hilda in the same room. Jim like, oh man, this nigga already trying to hit. This nigga probably smashing right now.
And then what's funny is that when Jim gets to the hotel, he's talking to the clerk. He's like, Gina and Hilda are gonna share a room. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh god, he's gotta make a move for her.
He said, you know what it is. He said they probably smashing right now. Shit, I ain't even see them all day. So they get back to the room. Jim, this was a funny ass moment. Jim and Melfina go back to the room and they see there's two beds there, but Jim hits his bed and he trying to go to sleep. So Mel like, oh, you want me to sleep too? And Jim like, yeah, go ahead, you can go to sleep. And she was like, oh, same bed? I'm trying to hop up in. I was like, oh, Mel trying to sleep with your boy. Jim like, no. Over.
What's going on here?
Jim said, I ain't G. you can share your bed over here.
When the clerk gave him the key, he's like, here's the key to your room. He's like, our room? He's like, what you mean?
Nigga said, I thought I was getting, oh damn. Nigga said, we ain't gonna pay for like, what, 3-4 separate rooms? You nuts? That's mad bread. What you talking about? So when Mel tried to hop in the bed with your boy, he said, nah. My name ain't Gene Starwin. I am Jim Hawkins. You gonna go over there. I am a boy. I am a boy.
She's like, sleep with you? He's like, nah, you go over there.
My name Jim, not G. So don't worry about that. I ain't trying to slip some Nicky on you.
G somewhere like, I don't know, he sits in the universe. Oh, he's like, you idiot.
This nigga said, oh, you disappoint me, yo. You my partner, bro. Yep. But you should be better than that. You know what it is. So
he comes back, you failed the assignment.
Facts, man. I heard these walls are thin, bro. I ain't hear no clapping. What's good? What's good, bud? So in the midst of that, what's going down where everybody trying to sleep, we see a bellhop. He got bopped. He got big bopped. So whatever the hell happened, that bellhop got double bopped. And nigga taken out. Outlaws looking like they trying to poke, but Gina and Hilda was ready. They tried to get the drop on them, but Gina and Hilda was ready with the smoke. They was halfway in they tighty whities and they was busting ass.
Gina, that shit was funny. I was like, yo.
Shit, Gina and Hilda was ready and dropped them. They rat out that they with McCoy. So obviously it's that grimy nigga from earlier who didn't like being disrespected. So he sent out his goons to try and take care of Hilda, but they forgot Hilda and Gina big goons.
Yeah.
So please. So in the midst of them handling them niggas, out of nowhere, we see a big ass robot with a blade on him pull up out the window trying to get at them. And then right when the robot shows up, we see a to be continued.
Yeah, we're like, here we go again. I was like, Robotnik just sent one of his goons.
Shit.
And he ready. He got a lightsaber.
Facts,
and I'm like,
bro.
What is going on?
It felt like them Sonic Adventure battles where you see one of them big ass robots just pop up and you see the life bars start to come down. You're like, fuck. Here we go.
And Gina's like, you cutting into my cheek clapping time. What the
Facts, bro. She already in her drawers. You already knew what it was about to be, man. Yep. Come on, what y'all doing? So we get that to be continued. The ending plays and the preview runs again. But yo, in this preview was mad funny because you hear G mad hilarious. He said, I'll pop my space cherry. Yep. she was mad hyped. I was dead. I was fucking dead. So that kind of ends off the episode where they give the preview of the next one. But there you go. So tell me your final impressions on episode 2.
Doggone it, I'm gonna need y'all to stop leaving this off on these cliffhangers like this, man.
That's the money right there. That's that hook, bro.
Right. It's like, did Gene clap the cheeks? Did the robot mess up his plate? Find out next time on Outlaw Star.
Did Jim change his mind and clap some cheeks too?
Right? Yes. Right. Did Jim get the buttons? Oh, right. You got so many questions.
Y'all
leave us with a to be continues.
The questions keep coming. Hell. When's Eggman and his crew about to pull up on the bumper again?
Right, for real.
Like,
how did they learn these mystic arts, and how do I counter them?
Facts. And where am I getting my Yumo Guigui fighty sound to counter them? Right. Where's Uncle? Where's Space Uncle?
Yes, where's Uncle? We need you, Space Uncle.
Facts, man. So my final impressions, again, another big episode of Escapes, seeing space, following a linear story, because this don't feel like Adventures of the Day shit. There's one linear story that feels like we following here. We got a new crew can have a field day on how these 2 episodes make both Gene and Hilda look like total fucking badass dudes and chicks working together greatly already. But the team is already funny, likable people so far, and the cliffhangers keep you going. Like this, like the first episode got you hooked on this. You got a big ass robot that pull up on them. Now you want to hook it to the next one. Like it's not like this shows 100% follow through. Like you want to follow through on all these shits. Every time you see a 2B continue, you get big pissed, and you like, yo, press the next episode. Like imagine waiting weekly on these shits after seeing the 2B continue. You know you big.
That would have just irked me so much.
You big mad. When you see 2B continued at the end of shit, when shit's hot, you like, nah, fuck out of here. We are blessed with these streaming sites these times when they got the full series.
Yep, not like them old days where you had them broken up into 3 parts. You had to download them, and pray they was actually had subs.
Oh my god, all that shit. And you gotta hope you could find that anywhere. Yo, Outlaw Star used to be that elusive anime though. Like before it finally got grabbed on Hulu by streaming services, it was hard to find Outlaw Star if it wasn't like saved on a good like link website. Outlaw Star was one of those shits that never got that proper respect through streaming. So you had, if you was lucky enough to catch like a DVD or a VHS, you was one of them people that had that elusive like content and shit like that. But man, I'm telling you, it was a mean workaround. But I'm happy Outlaw Star is on streaming sites for people to actually check out, because this was a gem. This was a gem.
Yeah, so this was a good watch. I've added to my list to continue, because
big time. Hell, I'm rewatching after I stopped recording my notes. I still continued on. I'm back on episode 9 right now. like I'm continuing my shit. And the last note on this I have is my unpopular opinion, which I mean it's preferred by me, but I think Outlaw Star beats Cowboy Bebop. And that's in my opinion. I think Outlaw Star is over Cowboy Bebop. In the trifecta, when it comes to those 3 animes, when it comes to comparison to the big one, because a lot of people love to talk about Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that, I say Outlaw Star is right up the alley of when you say the excitement. Like, look at our comparison between like the first episode of Cowboy Bebop and the first episode of Outlaw Star. Which one of those shows would you want to like continue on after that first episode?
Well, listen, if we're comparing those 2, Outlaw Star definitely gets the nod here.
That's what I'm saying.
For me, anyway, like I said, going in blind and not knowing anything about either one. Yeah, Outlaw Star right now is getting to continue.
You're the perfect representation to that, because you've seen it of our review of at least like comparing first episode to each other, because they're so closely in time with this space opera and the ship stuff like that. So you can work into seeing in a comparison on which one you'd want to choose and stuff like that. And me, who've watched both series on like multiple occasions and stuff like that, that's why my heart is always more with Outlaw Star. But that's known as an unpopular opinion, because I've had a couple of posts that said this straight up, and everybody's like, "Oh, you capping?" Da 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 da. I feel like y'all ain't even watch Outlaw Star. All y'all be talking about that shit because y'all know Cowboy Bebop and y'all don't know Outlaw Star. So give that a watch and then come back at me.
Yeah, I agree. Give it a watch and see if you still feel the same way. Then
facts. Come at me, because I could have a long, especially me rewatching this series and going through it again. I could have a long discussion, because Outlaw Star has some fantastic characters. Their cast of characters just keep on getting fucking wild, and they're above its time, because they know how to show representation too on some other different characters of color that I will let y'all follow up on that as well.
And if y'all want to get at the co-host, we will give y'all all the resources on how to do so a little later on.
Y'all definitely got all the information coming out. Don't worry. I'm here for the smoke. If y'all want to talk all the stuff, because we like engagement here. We like to hear from the people who listening. So there you go. Definitely. So that closes the book on Outlaw Star. Fantastic rewatch on that, and I'm gonna hit y'all with the preview. So preview, we got something special cooking for y'all. We hot off the presses with this one. Preview, the next review episode, we back at the comfy couch, and we doing something extra spicy. We gonna do episode 1 retrospective of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air compared to the new series that's coming up this current Sunday. As we are looking at the timeline, this current Sunday on the 13th of February, we got the series Bel-Air dropping, the new reboot on the dramatic spin on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and we're gonna compare the first episodes between both the series. So that's gonna be an interesting one off that.
Yo, that's gonna be an interesting retrospective.
Yeah, we've been checking up clips and all the trailers and all the stuff on the new Edge and stuff. And if y'all want to hear the information that we got coming out after we spend time working on this, and if you think it's an interesting thing to hop into, I mean, hear your boys out. We definitely gonna cover this. We gonna hot off the press this. We gonna be like right in the week of it. So that shit gonna be fresh and fire.
Yes, and that's gonna be wild.
Yep, definitely for sure. But on that note, like my co-host said earlier, this is our handles. So we got an email set up for y'all. So if y'all got any smoke notes to me, you can find us at blerdbynature@gmail.com, Facebook and Instagram at blerdbynature, Twitter at blerdbynature N8TURE. Hit us with the YouTube.
You can get us on YouTube as always by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yep. We are out here. So any last notes before I hit the outro, co-host?
Nah, just that y'all know where to find co-host too.
Yep.
And he's looking for the smoke.
Oh, big time. When it comes to Outlaw Star, I'm ready to defend, because that shit fire, bro. That shit fire. And once y'all come along to this time and make it grow, then hey, continue on with the fire. So on that note, everybody, thanks for joining us today. From Black Thought to Nerd Power, this is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. Outlaw Star. Bang! We out.
Till next time, everyone. Peace.
Peace.